Hello everyone, welcome to Professor Hancock's English videos. This video will be a really quick video about your literary analysis for my literature courses. So for those of you who are watching this that are in one of my literature courses, whether it be World Lit, American Lit, any of those, you are required to write a literary analysis. I want to assume, technically I must assume that if you've completed what you have, completed Comp 1 and Comp 2, you should be familiar with this and understand exactly what this is, and you should be prepared to do exactly what you did in those classes on similar assignments. However, the reality is that many students that take my class either have not had that class in years or have taken it somewhere else and it was completely different than what I'm assuming, which it really probably isn't, but still in the student's mind it's completely different, and they have a hard time associating that content with what we're doing here. But mainly it's just that it's been a very, very long time since students have taken their Comp 1 or Comp 2. So they're coming into the World Lit, into the writing expectations completely blindsided. So in this video I just want to take a moment to explain what the assignment is generally, and also expectations, but also give you a little bit of a direction as to what you can do. Number one, it's a literary analysis, meaning that you are going to take one or more literary pieces, preferably required to be one that we have read for the class. If not, you must clear it with me ahead of time. But a work or more that we've read in the class, and analyze it in the way of trying to find a specific theme and argue for that theme. So you have to understand that this is technically, while you are looking at a text, a particular text, say it's a poem or a short story or a novel, doesn't matter, you are reading it, trying to draw a message from it. Think of it that way, real simplistic right now. Draw a message from it, and you're trying to convince your reader to see that message as well. That's the easiest way I can put it right now, is that it's still a persuasive essay. You are pulling out your own message that you find. I see this going on, and I'm going to convince my reader to see it too. That's your goal of the paper. So that's the way you have to go about it. Now, you are required to have sources. They need to be secondary academic sources. I like a broad, an eclectic, diverse collection of sources. They obviously, the more from the database, the better. But even if they're from, say, a library database of academic journal articles, they don't necessarily have to be exactly the same thing. In other classes, too, it's very good to have things from other sources, print sources as well. But when you're dealing with English and literature, you're probably going to be pulling it from a book, or you're going to be pulling it from an academic journal. And so with that being said, we definitely want to work on that. And I always say too, if you are having a really hard time with that, you need to contact me as soon as possible. If this is a traditional 16-week course, you might have 8 weeks to do this. If it is a summer course, a 4-week summer course, you have 3 weeks. That means you have to get on the ball immediately. And with that being said, you need to contact me immediately if you're not sure. Nevertheless, I always put library instructional videos up for research. I try to link as much as I can to embedded librarians and things like that. I also have, and you'll notice there should be a link to my old YouTube channel, a literary analysis playlist YouTube link that you can click. That'll take you through. Mainly that's a playlist made up of my Comp 2 videos of how-tos in putting together a type of essay like this. So it might be referring to a different class or a different assignment, but those are techniques and skills that you'll use for this paper. So definitely check those out. I also present to you all of my Composition 2 research, theme writing, handouts and documents that I give my Comp 2 class for a very similar assignment. So you get all that stuff. Now, with being a literature course, I don't have time to go through and go through deep composition instruction. That's not the purpose of the class anyway, but I do provide those resources for you. So it comes down to this, and I always say this to everybody, and this is a big lesson that my dad taught me, and I apply it to every part of my life, and it is especially true for school. It's all about how bad you want it, okay? You have all the tools, you have everything you need to be successful with this, but it's all about how bad you want it. If you want it bad enough, you're going to put in a lot of time, you're going to read, you're going to ask questions, you're going to work hard at it. So it's all about how bad you want it. You got to keep that in mind. So anyway, take a look at it. Every literature, this is a general video for both of them, or any kind of literature course that I do. The same assignment, but I don't know what your topic is. It just depends on your class. So go look at the assignment sheet. Make sure you follow the directions, follow the due dates. And obviously, if you have any questions, please let me know.